JoJo Mayer's Perfect Balance patent pending pedal. That's a mouthful.
So the interesting fact about the JoJo Mayer pedal, which I'm sure you guys, if you've checked out his SONOR YouTube video, you'll see that it's taken him 6 years to get to the point where he's developed this blueprint for this JoJo Mayer Perfect Balance pedal.
Look, he took a lot of time and effort to put the pedal together. You know, he's got probably, what did he say, like every pedal that's ever been produced.
Or every pedal that he liked.
Every pedal that he liked that was produced, that he kind of got ideas from and used that for his...
Well, basically he took the best parts of every pedal that he liked and made the SONOR pedal. It's basically back to the roots of pedals. It's more close to the Camco pedals that he used from back in the day. So it's closest to that, yeah.
It's sort of a nod to the older bass drum pedal. This is the JoJo Mayer Perfect Balance bass drum pedal. Single pedal, no double pedal derivative at all. Single pedal, single spring, just a simple cam. With the design of the post and the spring and the cam, it's one of the few pedals that the action forward is the same speed as the action back. This is a completely rounded cam, 360 degrees, this section here. So what I was finding was with bass pedals, what happens normally with the eccentric cams is that just before it hits the bass drum beater, it tends to accelerate, which is great for power. But the opposite is true on the return journey, because now it actually slows down. So, and I found that really awkward because you actually can't get a uniform stroke up and down. So with this pedal, it's utterly consistent on the up stroke and the back stroke of the bass drum pedal. If you're playing a drum and you were playing a drumstick that was lighter on the way down, heavier on the way back, I mean that would cause havoc to your playing, and for me that's the same thing.
Something that I really liked about this pedal was how easy it was to attach to the hoop. Nothing worse than like sort of crawling around on your hands and knees or like arched over, blood rushing to your head kind of vibe, trying to fasten some little screw with some drum cue, whatever. So this feature is really great. It's just got this little play button over here. You push that back and you literally just slide it on and click it into place. I mean, it's like effortless. I really like that.
Also, as soon as you unfold it, it latches itself to the drum, so no matter what you do, it won't move off the drum.
I like the whole design where it clips on and off very easily, because that's something, especially the type of shows that I play normally, it's not possible to take my own kit, so there's backline kits and you don't know what you end up with. So I've struggled a few times with stupid things where you'll get to a gig and there's big hoops or something like that and your pedal won't nicely fit and things like that. I think with a pedal like this that will be overcome just because of the intelligent way it fits to the hoop.
En ek hou ook van hoe hy aan die rim vassit. Maar ja, die knoppie idee is baie oulik en die terugtilt is 'n baie gemaklike pedal om weg te pak ook as jy hom opvou. Stunning. Ek dink it's a baie stunning and baie clever design.
And what's cool about it and what's so unique is that it actually folds up, so you don't have this chunky thing that you have to lug to every gig with you.
The folding mechanism is really cool, just that one button and it folds into like about this size. It's put it in your back pocket and go, you know.
It's also very light, mega portable, which in the days of modern domestic airline travel, you know, it doesn't even register as hand baggage. You know, it's fantastic for traveling with, and it's light.
The beat it comes with is interesting because most new pedals come out with a kind of a hybrid beater or something smaller, and that's maybe going a little bit back to the original how the original beaters looked, which is quite nice.
Ek hou nogal van die old-fashioned beater. Ja, die veldbeater. Ek is 'n ou wat like van 'n bietjie meer edge klikkie approach op die head. Maar selfs met hierdie veldbeater was dit nogal nice geweest. Die lekker ding van dit is hy het 'n eenmalige sound. Soos jy harder speel of sagter speel, jy kry net eintlik meer volume. Hierdie is 'n well-balanced pedal.
I like the felt beater on it. Actually, I've never been a fan of incredibly clicky kick sounds because sometimes that click can just be really ugly, actually. So I like a rounder tone on the bass drum. So yeah, the felt beater really does it for me.
I must say I didn't like the beater that it came with on the drum that I was playing with, but you can just the sound of it. But that's obviously something that you would change out quite easily.
Ek love daai beater want daai beater kan jy nie op enige pedal sit nie. Want ek het daai beater op vorige pedals gehad en daai beater werk net nie vir ander pedals nie. Dis asof hy te top heavy, hy's te swaar. As jou beater te lig is, dan sukkel jy ook om 'n volume uit 'n kickdrum te kry. Die pedal maak hom asof hy smooth is, of asof jy met 'n ligter beater, maar met baie punch het. Hy voel nie swaar nie, glad nie. Voel very light and smooth.
Baie goed gebalanseer, ja.
Die beater is baie old school, maar hy doen wat hy moet doen. Hy klink reg, hy's lekker hard, wat ek ook van hou. Die actual spons wat op die beater is.
Well, I've never been a fan of a felt beater. Once again, it's got its place in the market. Kind of style and stuff that you play. Look, back in the day, if you look at like John Bonham, you know, he used to use a felt beater, so he used to get a lot of attack out of a pedal. That being said, you know, it can be used in a rock environment.
Yeah, definitely.
But metal environment, you know, you'll probably want to use like either like a
plastic beater or just a harder felt one.
Yeah,
even
or a smaller kind of.
Or strap a coin to your kick drum head. Booyah.
That's it.
And this is the actual bag that the Perfect Balance comes with, which is very handy. It's just a sling bag, so you can actually just put it over your shoulder or whatever the case may be.
This amazing fashion accessory that it comes with, which quite conveniently labels the pedal for you. Perfect Balance by JoJo Mayer. Shoulder strap, the whole vibe. Get your swag on.
My honest opinion is that it feels very nice. It just feels so nice, dude. It feels like a nice toiletry bag.
Jy kan jou tandepasta en jou tandeborsel ook saam met hom insit. Dit lyk baie soos 'n badkamer sakkie, maar ek like dit ook. Ja, dis baie smart. Die packaging waarna hy kom is ook iets anders wat jy nie sommer kry nie. Is gewoonlik 'n groot harde kas.
But yeah, it's really cool. It's nice, and like inside is like a nice little home for your hand and pedal, which is cool.
And I think this is nice. It doesn't overcomplicate the whole thing. Whereas if other even single bass pedals come in cases this big or whatever, and it's not really practical always. This is nice. You can quickly take it anywhere, and I think a design like this will obviously make drummers use their own pedal most of the time, if not all of the time, just because it's convenient to travel with it.
Wat vir my amazing was van die pedal is dat dit maak nie regtig met daai pedal saak hoe vinnig jou voet is nie, want hy het nooit my voet verlaat nie. En dit maak hom dat hy baie responsive is of jy nou groot bewegings doen en of jy nou kleiner bewegings doen. Die pedal bly altyd op jou voet en die smooth oppervlakte van die pedal maak nogal dat dit maak nie saak of jy 'n static player is of jy up slide of jy sideways slide of jy down slide nie. Of jy nou sag speel of jy nou loud speel. Pedal is altyd daar vir jou voet.
It played really smooth. I'm not a really hectic player. I don't do lots of bass drum flams and fast things, but it was really like the response was excellent. So doing like quick doubles and things like that really worked. We worked nicely on it.
I must say I really love the pedal. It feels amazing. Somehow I managed to do stuff with that pedal that I can't do with any other pedal. I think, like I said, the feel is awesome. It's very smooth. Yeah, it's responsive. I can't say that enough. It's responsive. It's totally responsive. It just works. It's like it becomes one with your foot and everything just happens. It's effortless. It's awesome.
It's also multiply adjustable, but it's also one of the few pedals I've played that I've literally taken it out of the box and haven't changed it. I haven't changed the thing. I've just changed the beater height slightly to accommodate different size bass drums.
I mean, I'm not really fussy when it comes to playing pedals, but I was really excited to try out JoJo Mayer's pedal because it's something new. I mean, obviously you get the preferred pedals that everybody likes to play, but he's brought out this which is slightly different to everything else, and also judging by his style of playing, trying to replicate a machine, it makes sense why he designed it the way he did.
And once again, SONOR brought this right up to date with obviously very, very modern materials and built beautifully. It's also completely silent. I haven't had a pedal that doesn't make a noise before, you know, except when you actually hit the bass drum. I mean,
The action of the pedal when you hit it forward and it comes back, it's sort of the same. It comes back as quick as it goes forward. So your pedal footwork actually becomes a lot more easier to manage. You figure out like sort of a different way how to play, but it's cool. I like it.
The pedal itself is a great concept, works great, you know, like obviously with the styles that myself and Lawrence play, you know, it's not really gonna kind of work for us.
No.
But in like a traditional setup where you're playing maybe like jazz or some like light rock kind of stuff, it'll work great.
Nee, yes, ek het onmiddellik gemaklik gevoel op die pedal. Ek hou van die size van die pedal. Daar's genoeg plek om rond te speel met jou voet soos jy wil. Hy's baie glad en hy het geen stop voor nie. So dit het my nie veel beïnvloed, maar ek weet daar's ouens wat redelik hy stop gebruik, maar nee, baie lekker gewees. Die feel is great. Hy gaan deur die skien en ek like dit.
JoJo gets a lot of punch out of it because he just uses a different technique. But for us straight heel up players, it's not as responsive, but it's still a good concept. The clapping system, the way it folds up, it's easy to use. It doesn't take a whole year to set it up, which is nice.
Yeah.
And the design in general is something different. I think it being a belt driven and not chain driven, obviously it helps a little bit to smooth it out. It's quite a smooth attack.
I'm quite used to chain drive pedals, but the strap action is really cool actually. I think it just helps to keep the pedal responsive.
As a drummer that doesn't usually play single pedal, it was cool. It's effortless, just to have it in a word. But what's nice about it, I mean, you have a lot of other pedals that are effortless, and it's like, you know, but there's no power. With this one, there's a lot of power and there's a lot of control over it. So it's a nice balance, perfect balance. It's good for quick doubles, but it's not like I don't ever feel like I'm not in control over the pedal, which is something that happens quite often, especially with your spring tension. But I mean, even with the spring tension, I didn't even change it at all, and it was perfect. So I like the pedal. I like how small it goes. You can like fold it up nicely, put it away. If it's in your car, it can like just slot into anywhere. A lot of pedals are bulky, and I know my one is like huge. So this works. My feet just aren't quick enough for a single pedal. Maybe I'll practice. But I like the pedal, it's really cool.
Maar nee, ek love it. Dit is baie goeie kwaliteit. Dis 'n goeie pedal. Hy speel baie lekker. Ek seker as mens hom gewoond raak en die dinge oefen waarvoor hy nou eintlik gemaak is, dink ek gaan jy regtig jou playing verbeter. Jy gaan dit in 'n double pedal heeltemal wil uitsny en so. Baie goeie pedal.
This pedal has inspired me to reinvest in practicing bass drum technique, because there's nothing hindering you from playing as well as somebody like JoJo if you practice. In other words, the equipment is not compromising you at any point.
Yeah, very pretty pedal. And being a JoJo Mayer product, I don't think it can do any wrong.
Don't leave home without one.